Hello everybody, this is JD again. What I'm going to talk to you about, well, it could be a lot of things. Am I going to talk to you about global warming today? And Al Gore and his usual crap that he comes out with? You know, Al Gore reminds me of a 12-year-old with a microscope in his backyard. Basically what it is he got a neighbor who was showing him the universe with theirs, and so the family said, oh, you know, this is good, let me get you a $200. They get him a $200 telescope and put it in the backyard. The kid's still out there looking at everything, doesn't bother to go to any science books or nothing, but his neighbors told him, oh, this is these many thousands of miles away, this is these many millions of miles, this is a light years away. And he goes to the conclusion, you know, the earth is the center of the whole universe because everything is this far away. He doesn't bother to open up a science book to check all this stuff out. He doesn't even know we're on one side of the Milky Way. But because everything is out away, and he doesn't even see the whole universe, he just sees what he sees in his backyard. But yet, we are the center of the universe. How does that deal with global warming? Al Gore, please, go buy a 9th grade book called Earth Science. Read it. And explain to me why Massachusetts and Connecticut is not covered with a 10-mile glacier and Long Island exists. What happened to it? Why isn't it there? Global warming? Millions and millions of years ago? So let's not talk about that. What about this healthcare bill? Well, you're learning something about our government, aren't you? People, your vote's not needed. The political parties pick their candidates. They throw them before you. Yeah, you get to select whether it's a Democrat or Republican Party member. And that's it. And guess what? They don't need your information. Because, you see, they don't even have to vote for something. They've been doing this for years, like 30, 40 years. Both the Republican Party and the Democrat Party. You don't matter, people. They're going to get it through whether you like it or not. Sounds like the late great Soviet Union. The political party picks the candidates, the political party decides the laws of the land, and you, the people, get to agree with it and not disagree. Because it really doesn't matter. We don't need you to agree or disagree. We can just slide it through on the things we've been doing for years. And that makes it okay. Is this about that? Is it about a health care plan that provides no health care for anybody? Says, well, it's going to make it so you can't be dropped from your insurance. It's going to be this. Why don't they just plain and simple say everybody in the United States has the minimum health care as the insurance policy dictates, and you can go to any hospital. The United States government, if you have no other insurance, will pick up the tab. Can't do that. That's too easy. And that would regulate insurance companies, because insurance companies aren't going to be charging you hundreds upon hundreds of dollars for the insurance policy that you can get for free. They're not going to do that either. So you got a government that can pass bills through Congress without you at all. They don't need you. The only time they need you is to say Republican or Democrat Party member. That's all they need you for. Nothing else. You got a president that made all kinds of promises about doing things right. That's right now is making trying to find every trick in the book to make something happen that the people don't want. He's using every trick. That's right. He's a law student. What's the purpose of a lawyer? To manipulate the law in their client's best behalf. His client is himself. He wants to do this. What tricks? How can we, without observing the law, get this done? That's honesty. That's truthfulness. So then what is this video really about? If it's not about healthcare, it's not about global warming, how about jobs? Well, we'll get to that after we get what I want done. It's not about the economy. Then what is it about? It's about what you want for your government. You got political figures. Don't you ever again ask me what political position I have held. That's an insult. Look, Your Congress is full of politicians. Your president and his cabinet's full of politicians. They're all politicians. And look at what they're doing. What the heck they want. The heck with you. You don't really matter. That's the truth. Do you want someone that's politically correct, that's going to tell you a bunch of lies and what you want to hear? Do you want someone to tell you the truth? That's so politically correct, he's going to tell you the way things are and you're going to understand what he says. Do you want someone who, when he gives his word, will die before he breaks it? Or do you want someone who'll give you his word and then as soon as your back's turned, stab you in the back and do whatever he wants? That's your choice. Do you want someone that believes in the Constitution of the United States and what our forefathers tried to do? Or someone who says, well, our government needs to change? We got one of the longest lasting republics that ever existed on this planet by following some very simple rules which they need to break. They think we should go more like the Soviet Union. Yeah, let's go more like the Soviet Union. That's what they're demonstrating. A completely failed government since World War II. When did World War II end? Soviet Union was set up between World War I and World War II. Here we are, what, 60, 70 years later? Completely failed, fell apart, no good. Why? So let's follow that path. No, our forefathers knew that was wrong. Well, let's follow the path of Europe. Then why did our forefathers set a government up that is completely different than any European government? Because they did not want that type of government in this country. How about a government for the people, by the people, of the people? Let's set one up like that. No, let's use the one we got today. We could say we're for the people, by the people, of the people, but actuality, if they don't agree with us, we'll figure some way out about it. Or do you want someone who's going to be straightforward, truthful, and honest with you? I'm no politician and I can't lie to you. I'm not good at that. Do I know how to do things? Yes. Do I know how to fix things? Yes. Is our country in great need? Yes. And is there a problem with our government? Yes. It's getting further and further away from the people and more into itself, the government. There will come a point where we can't turn it around, but the choice is yours. You decide what type of character you want for your president. You want one that looks pretty and waves and has a nice smile? I gotta get my tooth fixed. And will tell you anything you want to hear. And say, yes, yes, let me serve you, let me say. And then when you vote them in, what do you mean they don't want it? The heck with them. I want this program. We're going to push it through one way or the other. They're going to like it. Believe me, they're going to like it. I know they're going to like it. Because I said they're going to like it. If they don't like it anyway. You know, like the parent who says go to a party and you're going to have fun. You're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to have a lot of fun because I told you you were going to have fun. Now you go to a party and have fun. So Obama's saying, I'm giving you medical reform. No, he's not. He's giving insurance regulations. No medical reform, insurance regulation. He's not providing any medical for anybody. He's providing regulations on insurance companies. Eventually to take it over because he doesn't want to give you medical, because if he gives you medical and you know you got medical, they can't hide it. It's like going down to Social Security and trying to get something. They're going to give you the least that they can, even though you're entitled to much more. Unless you know what you're entitled to, they're going to do the darndest to give you the least amount possible and hide the rest. Those are the people you want to set up your medical programs? Okay. Bottom line is, what do you want for a president? Do you want someone that's been known for keeping their word? Someone who's been honest and truthful? Someone who refuses to be politically correct because he cannot lie to you about anything? And someone that's going to be straightforward, and when he says he's going to do it, that's what he's going to do, and he will always honor and respect each and every one of you? Or do you want a politician? Someone who has held political office, who's learning how to manipulate the law so that they can get what they want and nothing else. That's your choice. You decide what you want. But remember, my whole presidency is going to be based on three things: truth, freedom, and justice. Those are the three things that will matter more than anything else. And everything that goes through my office will have to serve you, the people, and nothing else. And if the people don't want it, it's not going to happen. This is JD.